Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode with Morilibus. I'm here in the Nether again, and I'm actually just towards, I guess, the mushroom biome, or the one direction I have not made a tunnel yet, and I'm not very far from my spawn. And there's just this massive lake of lava. So this would be a very good candidate for a pigment farm. So that could be an idea. I would, however, prefer to incorporate the wither skeletons into the design as well. And I think I've got a design in mind. I've done some playing around in a creative world. And I stripped the nether of everything except for a nether fortress and did some tests to see where exactly the nether skeletons will spawn within the nether. And I think I've narrowed it down to a decent amount of area that I could build some kind of mob system. So what I was thinking, I just decided to head this way to see if there's any nether fortresses out here that I have not seen. And I just came across this giant lake of lava, which I'm sure I've crossed before, but just never thought anything of it. The fact that this isn't lagging severely means I've already explored the nether. That is one good feature of the lagging you get while exploring the nether. You can tell where you've been. If it's not lagging, when new chunks are loading, then you've already been here. Or at least in the area. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking. I'm thinking the nether fortresses will end up being I think a bit that way and a bit this way, I think, based on their generation. Based on where they are, the ones I've discovered anyway. Why won't you die? Probably because I'm not hitting you, but that's beside the point. In the face! Stop turning every time I shoot! Ah! There we go. My Minecraft, she crashed. I don't know where I am. Maybe I hadn't killed this guy yet? Okay. Minecraft does not want me to kill that ghast, so I will obey, and let's just keep going. I'm not sure why I'm crashing. I've never had that happen before. If it happens again, I'll hopefully reboot the system and see. Anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, I think I was talking about where the nether fortress is likely to be. I think based on how they generate, if you find one and you head along the X, if you keep the Z constant, you'll just keep hitting them. And I think they kind of spawn in a grid with a slight angle to them, I think. So wherever you find one, I mean, if you keep hitting along, keep the Z constant, you'll hit another one very soon. But if you head the other way, I think you'll hit one too if you head kind of at an angle. But I don't know. That's just me talking out of my butthole. But anyway, I'm going to keep looking around. If I find one out this way, I think this might be a decent spot to make a mob system, since I don't have anything out here. Otherwise, I gotta extend that other rail even further. So that just ends up being a really long rail system, and seems unnecessary if I can find a decent candidate out this way. If nothing else, I could build a pig farm out here in the lava. I wouldn't even have to do that much terraforming to do that. So that gold could be useful for building the beacons. Instead of using iron, I could use gold. But also, because I do need all those beacons, I guess now would be a good time to try to create something with the wither skeletons. And as that guy pointed out, which I just can't pronounce the name, Nazir Sabiri something or other, I don't have it on the screen, but whatever your name is, he did mention it. I got the TNT, why not? Why not do the project? And he is right, and now would be a good time to do the project. To prepare to get all those beacons. Because once I battle the next wither here in the nether, I am going to start grinding the things, I think. I'm going to work on that drowning tank, see if he actually drowns in the water, and see if I can kill him that way, or even get in the water with him and kill him. That kind of thing. I could create something with pistons in there to trap him, to seal it all in so he can't get out. So I believe he is a 1x3 mob, even though you build them. Whoops. You build them like that, and you put the heads. He is actually just, I think, that. Once he's spawned, even though he has things sticking out the side, he will fit in a 1x3 hole. I think I remember seeing in someone's video. It might have been Seth Bling, or it might have been JL. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, that is the plan. I will, if I find the candidate, I'll bring you back and maybe go over my plan. Alright, see you so shortly. Okay, I did find another fortress. It's not surrounded by lava. I mean, it's got a decent amount of lava. So this might be doable. The thing I'd like about it, actually, is the way these are right next to each other. So, the way these guys spawn, they basically will spawn 4 blocks below this ground level. So if you remove 4 blocks, they will spawn here. They will also spawn... Ooh, I don't remember what this one is. I can't remember, it's 4, 5, or 6 blocks above this as well. I know they'll spawn on that. They will not, however... I've been to this one already. There's glowstone here, guys. Did I even head in the right direction? They will not spawn on the roofs of structures. This is not a roof, this is a walkway, so they should spawn there too. They will not spawn, however... there's more over there. Anyway, on the actual roof of the ones that have like a tunnel and have a roof on them, they do not spawn on the roof. They will spawn one below the roof. And I think that's fairly constant for throughout everywhere. So my idea is to use these walkways and basically remove down the 4 levels. And I think I worked it out to that you can have basically 4 platforms for them to spawn on. And I'm going to use pistons. Basically push them down into a channel similar to the Enderman trap. Let's see here. Because this is 5 wide, I'm going to have a center column. I'm going to use tripwire. This is a variation on, I think, Panda's Enderman farm. And our Serious MC came up with another design using tripwires. Basically the same principle, but individual tripwires per piston. I'm basically going to use that design. I just modified it very slightly, just so I was having issue with tripwire placement. And anyway, I just modified it a bit to make a slightly different design. So anyway, this will be the spawning platform that we're going to use, and then we're going to have a piston behind them. I'm going to keep it at their feet for no other reason than simplicity. And then, this is a great design, eh? Okay, so essentially this is a piston, and you have a tripwire hook here, you have a tripwire hook here, and a piece of string in the middle. So when they spawn here, they get pushed and fall down. And we just do that all the way along, and this design allows you to have it every 2 high. Now these guys are 3 high, but they don't need 3 high. They spawn in a 2x1 area. So because of this, we can get the 4 platforms. If we do a 3 high area, we can only get 3 platforms in the space required. So here we can have that row, we can use this row, basically do the exact same thing on the other side. So we'll have a piston there. We can use the same center wall to put the other hook on. Hey guy. Apparently my fire resist is out. Which I should know because so is my... There we go. Do you mind? You're blowing up my demo. See if I can kill this gas without crashing the game. The catch being I actually have to hit him. Oh, come on. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Excellent. Okay, so because this has 2 of them right next to each other, I can basically have 4 spawning rows. And they will all just drop down. So we will get pigment. Whoa. We will get pigment as a byproduct of this. So that's okay. So we'll kind of have a 2-in-1 farm. We'll also get blazes. Now, blazes won't take the fall damage when they drop, so the blazes might just be a pain in the butt. So we might just have to kill them with poison or something, or just sword them to death. I'm not quite sure how I want to tackle that. Or I might have to put in some kind of massive crushing system. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the plan. So because of this, it has two right next to each other, which I like. And it keeps going quite a ways. So we could have this quite long. Since we can't really go high, we'll have to go kind of horizontal instead. And we could even make a cross. So anyway, yeah, we can use this whole area. I might play around with that big huge building there to see how they spawn in that thing. Because if so, we can possibly make a giant thing in that as well, or instead. I don't want to deal with you. So tempted just to destroy it. But I won't! I destroyed a zombie spawner near my base, and now I regret it. Even though it's in the way of my mob system. Okay, here's what I was talking about. So yeah, they won't spawn on the roof. They will, however, spawn like on that netherrack if there's room above. So I'm wondering if I could make like a giant cube in this thing. I'd have to do some playing around again in creative. I can't remember if the nether fortress I was using had it, but anyway. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to try to decide if I want to use this or not, and if I do, I will start working on it right away. Then we'll get this project underway and start blowing some stuff up. And I'll bring you guys in and out throughout the project. Okay, let's just go away. I don't want to play. No playing. Bye-bye. But yeah, I know for sure that this is something I can work with. And I don't know if it'll be any more beneficial to try to use something like that. If it's thick enough, I mean, we could theoretically have multiple rows right next to each other. Using the same principle here, but in that building. So, we'll see. Alright guys, I'll bring you back. Alright guys, maybe I'll just show you what I've been working on in my creative world. So here's another fortress. I've ripped out, using MC Edit, all of the netherrack. I tried doing this when it originally came out, but because of the spawning issue, I would eventually get to a point where they wouldn't spawn anymore. So yeah, I turned it all to stone brick just so I could easily see the thing. And then I kind of just selected the top area of it and turned it all into half slabs. That's why it kind of looks all weird. And then I started putting spawning platforms all over the place. There's one there, there's one up here. So here you can see when I'm talking about the roof. So this guy is the roof. Oops. So I just replaced him with stone brick again, and I kind of watched what would spawn in this area. And if I put down cobblestone, that meant that I only saw pigmen. However, if I put brick down after the fact, and then I ended up throwing these mob heads in there too, just to signify that they will spawn there. So, in this case, this is the roof. Again, they wouldn't spawn if I replaced that with a brick. That's the same as that one. But if you go down just one block, they did spawn. So that's, whoops, well, how did I get that? So that is what I did there. So here we can see, I don't think the big structures are actually as good as the paths. I think I had already decided this. I think I was actually trying to figure it out here. I did get one blaze that spawned down here a couple times, but I couldn't recreate it enough. Like, I don't know, let's try. I never did get a skeleton down here, so I just kind of wrote it off. And the fact that I never got any skeletons between here and the upper one, or blaze, I think it was a mistake. That makes sense. Give me that brick back. I want to remember. I'll put brick here. There we go. So that's all I did. And then you just move away and things will spawn. Because that's really the only spawning area, you get spawns pretty quick. So we'll probably just get pigmen. But yeah, if you look here, I've got, let's just ignore that for now. This was the lowest I ended up getting any of these guys. Here I was only getting pigmen. So here I kind of mapped it out. If we did a platform-based trap, we got 1, 2, and 3 levels. So that is not very good. I don't know where you spawned. And we got mushrooms. I didn't take out the mushrooms. Oh, he probably spawned here. So this was a little test trap I did. It's originally I designed it as being 3 high because I thought they needed 3 high, but they actually do not. And I was in the process of trying to do something with tripwires. But here, like, here's the problem I'm having. Like, there's tripwires all connected, but they don't connect unless there's blocks underneath. And then they do. And then if you remove the blocks, the string breaks. So that was part of the problem I was having. Also, that design doesn't work because it triggers, I think, multiple pistons, or I don't know. Anyway, so I built that into a walkway just to do some testing, and it does. You do get skeletons down here. And blaze, and pigmen, and magmas. So it will work. I mean, this is, well, it's half broken, but when it wasn't, I think I only had 3 levels working, and still getting decent drop or decent rates. But that, I mean, the fact that there's nothing else here to accomplish this in survival world would be a pretty big feat to get rid of all spawnable area. Anyway, let's see what we got over here, if they haven't all disappeared. Yeah, we only got 3. Okay, well, let's go to a walkway I have. If I can find it. Here, maybe? Here we go. Here I did some tests. Okay, so as I was saying, they spawn, if you remove 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, they will spawn on this block, as they did here. If I remove that, they spawn there. So, that's, and I think I have it all drawn out on the other side. So yeah, that's the lowest you could have. So you could have 1 platform, 2 platform, 3 platform, and then 4 platforms. That's the highest they spawn. So the actual walkways seem to have the best spawnability in terms of height. So I think I will just go with that. I won't worry about that big building. I mean, that might end up being better in terms of surface area, but I don't know. That nether fortress we just found is pretty good with these guys who are almost right next to each other. And we could probably go a decent distance. So I think that would be good. So yeah, obviously this is not good because look, they're spawning all over the place. I was kind of working on redesigning it. This was not an issue when I was actually playing around in here. But anyway, yeah. So that is the plan. So I think I've decided. I'm just going to go with it. There's always probably a better place to do it, but let's just go with what we got. Alright. So my first plan, or first step, is going to be to get a path home. Because I'm going to have to truck stuff back and forth, so I'm going to make a tunnel, a basic tunnel, just in the roof again. And then we might look at blowing some stuff up first. So I'll try to map out how far away we got to go, and then start kind of doing some explosions. I might try the thing of just dropping it down. We'll see. What's all that? Looks strange. Anyway, yeah, I might try just kind of dropping TNT down from the ceiling, kind of raining it down, and see how well that works. It probably won't be very, what's the word? Efficient use of TNT. But we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll just probably ender pearl around and light the stuff on fire with fire resist and all that jazz. Alright, yeah, I'll bring you guys back maybe when I'm get the tunnel all sorted out. Well, it looks like I went kind of a diagonal. I think I'm actually in line with my other nether fortress, which is that way. So spawn is actually pretty much directly that way. My spawn is pretty much 0, 0. Or at least in the nether, it's like 50 and 28 or something like that. But, so, I'm going to travel this way. I'm still probably going to use this fortress, because I really like how that is, unless I find another one along this route that is the same way. I think. I'm confused. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, I have I think the other nether fortress that I discovered, and I have that little crappy tunnel. The one where I plan to do the Wither boss battle is pretty much kind of this way. So in terms of where we are, that's my hub. Got the ice farm there. Got the end that way. The pickup chunk kind of right there. The extreme hills goes that way, and the other nether fortress is kind of over there. We are here. Well, more over here, I guess, or even maybe here. So, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of makes sense to me. So it might not make sense to you. But anyway, I'm going to keep traveling closer to back towards my portal and see what I discover. Yeah. Might get some glowstone along the way. No! My glowstone! No, no, no. No, 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 no. Excellent. Thought about it. I should bring those efficiency 3 shovels I have with the silk touch. They would actually be excellent for this. They were a little too slow for the ice, but I think they'd work just fine for glowstone. Oh, my potions are gone. Alright guys, I'm still... Oops, my microphone's not down. Alright guys, I'm still in the nether. I decided just to head kind of in a straight line away from my spawn portal. And I've been tormented by these guys. They plunged me into the lava, which is why I'm on fire. I was on a little platform because this is a very lava intensive area, and I was on like just a little platform like this. A couple guys shooting at me, and I was trying to make my way across, and they blew up the platform below me, and I fell in the lava. But yeah, I'm not finding anything really this way, and I'm already about. Whoa, I'm getting into new chunks by this feel of it. But I'm already about 700, 800 out. I think that other one was about 5 and 3 or something. Ah, oh yeah, laggy. I know the mushroom biome is probably this way. So I think what I'll do is I'll just create a tunnel heading kind of straight along the Z, or the X, and then where I need to cross to go to that nether fortress we were just at, I'll just create another tunnel branching out. So if I ever do make the mushroom tunnel, so loud. If I ever do make that tunnel, then I can just have a T intersection there to allow us to go to the future location. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother looking around anymore. I'm kind of done. I like that one we found. It's not that far away, so I'm gonna go back and then start the tunnel as I had mentioned I would do. Look at this lava. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay, good. There's like no real good route. I can't imagine if I wasn't Whoa. How did I not hit you guys? I don't care. Can I get that? Maybe if I do it while I'm falling? Oh, I don't think that worked. Where'd my ender pearl go? Did it even land and I didn't notice? Maybe. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm in a good spot. Nope. It's this way? Oh, I get turned around so easily. No, it's this way. Especially when you're lagging. Oh, I hate falling in the lava. You just burn forever. And you can't see. Yeah, fire resist should prevent you from being on fire. For no other reason than just annoyance. Okay, this is going to prove to be a little bit of an obstacle course, it seems. So, I don't think I need to keep you. Alright, so I'm just going to get prepared and use these efficiency 3 picks to dig that tunnel. And I managed to kill a ghast with my looting sword, and he gave me 2 tears. It's a bonus. And don't need any of that. Whoa. Yeah, I'll have to go collect some more sand and make some more TNT. I don't think I have enough here. And yeah, I got my glowstone collection up. I even put some into the wall. Again, I'm not sure about... I mean, you guys have already seen this. I'm not sure how... if I get the montage up or not. So I just hid glowstone down too underneath. I do have a question. I was going to ask it in the montage, but maybe I'll ask it here. I've done a couple things. In this wall you've seen. It's not a big deal. Got a couple of variations that I've done. I shortened these towers so they don't have those. And I also changed it. I think these originally had these bars here at the same height. I didn't really like how that looked when I did it a bunch along the wall, so I changed it. I just did these. Where at first I did big towers. And I didn't like how that looked. When you look at the whole wall, there's just too many of these big towers everywhere. So I shortened them, so I kind of like how that looks. And then I realized I didn't really like how that connected, but I'd already done the whole wall, so to change it I would have to move them over one so that they didn't connect, and that would have been a lot of work. So I'm thinking this might be a decent little modification I could do. I think I even had it like that originally in one variation I tried. So I'm thinking this might be the final look of the wall, but let me know what you like. Do you like that? Or do you like the original, that? And then I'll go from there. Alright, so here we are. And I'm going to head this way. Let me just put that wood away because I have a feeling I'm going to get full of netherrack. Alright, so I got my efficiency pick, that's almost gone. I'm going to throw in some speed 2 here, see how fast this goes. Actually, let's throw on some night vision maybe. And, oops, I probably should have taken this just in case I fall out into the lava. And I gotta go to Z584. And let's do it at a full sprint. Oh, I hit the wall. I don't know if I have to speed up this footage or if it's fast enough. And run! 100 blocks to go. Ah, and there. Hey, glowstone. Minor detour. And we'll just have to bridge. I'll have to fortify this a bit later. I'll keep it open so I know about it. And we're almost there. Pretty sure my speed ran out. Yeah. Let's do another one. So about 584. I wonder if I should go back a couple. Where I should go. 584 brings us to. I'm wasting my speed. Just looking at a screenshot I took. That's one. That's another of the walkways. Or, no. I think there's a 2 gap. Yeah, so 1 walkway, 2 walkway. Maybe I should come at it from the side of it? Or should I come at it head on? Let's do the side. Go here. Or let's go 575 for a nice number. Alright, and we have to go 400 blocks. Yep, wasting my speed. I'm going to try to keep my eye on this pick. Nope. It's not going well, guys. You guys are not welcome here. No, this is the wrong way. My bad. I'll just do that. I'll have to close that up probably eventually. Yeah, we want positive. So I was nowhere near where I thought I was. This is actually towards the other fortress. I wonder if I actually already have a tunnel to this fortress. Probably. Alright, that speed was wasted. I'll have to go check the other tunnel and see where that goes. I thought it was the other way. I love this. Oh! It's just about to break. I want to save it. I don't know why I'm going to do this. I guess it's good for like scaffolding and such. I'll collect the rest on my way back, probably. If it's still there. Ooh, glowstone! Don't mind if I do. Alright, nearly there. Sort of. 100 blocks to go. And I'm not sure where I'll actually build this tunnel, so I'm not going to do anything with it until I figure that out. Maybe I'll put ice down, I don't know. For now, just a quick way to get through. Do one of those speed tunnels that I've seen people do. 2 high ceilings or with trapdoors to make it even shorter. Hey guys, I'm way too far. I said 449. Just went an extra 100 blocks. Alright. Should be able to just drop kind of straight down. There should be. Alright, well, I gotta make a way to get back up eventually too, so I might just do a ladder thing. Alright guys, well I think that'll be it for today's episode. I'll check the time just to make sure, but yeah, so we'll get this project underway. Put that TNT to use. Oh, that can only end poorly. Alright guys, take it easy and we'll see you next time. See ya!